guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film my 10 things that I'm not going to be buying moving forward in 2021, and this is part of my minimalism series where I'm aiming to declutter and minimise my life in all different areas, whether that's around the home, my wardrobe, my beauty products. So let's get started with the top 10 things that I know for sure I won't be buying in 2021, and the first one is cleaning wipes. So I mean the antibacterial disposable wipes that you can only get one use out of, so they're really bad for the environment. I never buy face wipes anyway, but I will occasionally buy anti-bac wipes to wipe down surfaces and things. Do you know what, there's a much more sustainable way to do that, and that's just using a microfiber cloth and just your disinfectant spray that you use to clean your kitchen anyway. So obviously not buying wipes will help me save money, but it will also make it a little small step in my sort of routine that will help me make more sustainable changes in 2021 as well. The next thing I won't be buying is books, and that's because I got a few for Christmas. I already have loads sitting on my bookshelf that need to be read anyway. I have a couple of ebooks on my Kindle that I've downloaded and never got around to reading. I also have a library app on my phone that connects to my local library, and I've managed to read so many books for free this year by just using that app. I'm currently binge reading a Karen Slaughter series on there, and that would have cost me a fortune because there's like 10 books in the series, so I'm so happy that I discovered that app in 2020. The next thing is home decor, and the thing is, when you move house, and particularly if you buy a new build, which this one is, you do have to fork out quite a lot of money to sort of furnish it and decorate how you want it to make it feel like your own home. And I must admit, in 2020 I did go a little bit crazy with buying, you know, like vases and prints and things like that, and I definitely don't need to buy any more this year. I've got to a place now where I'm really happy with how my house is looking, and to be honest with you, I have more freaking vases than I have flowers or plants to fill them, so I really just want to learn to be a bit more content with what I have now in that department. And that leads me nicely on to my fourth point, which is houseplants. Again, last year I think it was like a bit of a lockdown trend, but I bought loads and loads of indoor plants, and to be fair, I really enjoyed like taking care of them, and I actually did some propagating last year as well, which I think was quite a nice hobby to sort of get me through lockdown. But I definitely have enough houseplants now, and it is quite a task to sort of upkeep them all and make sure they're all thriving. I have to admit, I have killed a few plants over the last year, so I'm not going to be spending any money on plants this year. The next thing is makeup, and I know I talk all the time about using up my makeup and decluttering and my no-buy as well. But I'm also including perfume in that, because I generally tend to put perfume on my like Christmas and birthday wish lists, just because it's quite an easy and nice present for someone to buy you. Very rarely will I buy myself perfume, if that makes sense. So I have ended up accumulating quite a lot of perfume over the last couple of years because I do tend to ask for it on my birthday lists. I really do need to start working through that before I get any more perfume. And obviously we're not leaving the house very often at the moment, so I don't tend to wear perfume around the house. So I'll 100% have enough perfume to get me through the year, and it's definitely not a necessity anyway. And then the next thing is clothes, and this one is going to be my nemesis I think this year, because I do love to buy new clothes. I've got a few different methods that I'm going to try and implement this year that will help me to sort of not get bored with the clothes I already have, and perhaps I'll do a sort of styling or wardrobe video in my minimalism series. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments, and I shall do that for you. But I won't be buying any clothes in 2021. The next thing is actually storage, and I mean that in the sense of like storage trays and baskets and things to help you sort of organise, like for example this kind of thing. And the reason I say that is because I obviously love to organise and declutter and stuff, and I've over the years bought quite a lot of storage supplies, And I've come to the realisation that a lot of the time the storage supplies actually become cluttered themselves. And I know that probably sounds like obviously, but I'm all for everything looking organised and everything in its own little tray, but at the end of the day it's still stuff. So I've got enough storage supplies to last me a lifetime, and I won't be buying any more this year. The next thing is Tupperware, and oh my god, I don't know about you, but my Tupperware cupboard is getting out of hand. I started saving the plastic Tupperware that comes in Chinese orders, like Chinese delivery, and because I thought they're really good size to like batch cook, and obviously I don't want to be throwing away plastic willy-nilly, so I always save the Chinese containers to batch cook like chilies and pasta and things like that. But then I already had Tupperware, like actual plastic food containers to begin with, so it's sort of ever increasing. So I definitely don't need to buy any more Tupperware. And if you don't save your takeaway delivery containers, then definitely do, because they're so handy for sort of freezing meals. The next thing is diaries, notebooks and journals, and I've put these all together because they're sort of in a similar vein. I love new notebooks and new diaries, especially at the start of the year, and I think it's just because it's like a fresh start, isn't it? And there's nothing like a brand new notepad. But this year I was so tempted to buy like a 2021 journal, but I have so many notebooks that are sort of half filled. I'm not going to fork out for a lovely new diary. I'm going to make one myself out of a notebook that I already have, and it's actually working really, really well, and hopefully that means that I can move out a couple of notebooks this year as well. And then the last thing is very similar to the one before, but it's stationery. And I have so many pens, like Sharpies in particular, that I've accumulated over the last sort of couple of years. We don't need any more stationery, and it actually takes a very, very, very long time to finish a pen. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it really does. And if you already have 10 pens lying around, then you definitely don't need to be buying any this year. Make a concerted effort to use up the stationery you already have before you purchase anything new. So those are the 10 things that I definitely know I won't buy this year. Again, clothes is going to be a real test of my willpower, so subscribe to my channel if you want to see how well I get on with that. I'm doing like a no-buy series as well, so I'll keep you updated through that. But again, if you like this video, then please do subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate that, and I'll chat to you in the comments, and if not, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!